Hi guys, podcaster Toten Crew here. Today we're going to talk about some of the news that came out yesterday. So a whole bunch of stuff happened. Some YouTubers got some boxes, they opened them up. There was some projectors or something. Tech, why don't you go ahead and explain how that went down?
Yeah, no, exactly. They all got these boxes from I guess they didn't know who. I guess everyone suspected that it was gonna be Call of Duty, but they open them up. They've got projectors in them, all pretty old, 50s, 60s, maybe even 70s. By my eye, not that I know anything about projectors. So there are many YouTubers that get these, and there are five different sets of crates that they can get, and so the 10 slides correspond to one of the five that they get. We call them manifests. You get manifest one, two, three, whatever. And so that corresponds to which slides you get. When you open them up, you've got a map of a country, maybe a couple. You've got a slide with a bunch of letters on them, and then you've got a slide with a bunch of they've got other letters, probably I think 12 of them, because it resembles a perfect circle like a clock. So if you take the one that looks like a clock that's got all of the colors at the bottom, you take the country card, find the number on it, determine the country, take the number, and then find it on the map Summit. Once you determine that, you match it up with the country, and inside Summit there are clocks. There are five clocks matching the five manifests, and so you match the country to the clock, the country to the number, which is listed on the picture. The number will give you the letter sequence. Once you've got the letter sequence, you put it all together in order of the clocks on the wall, and it says, "Bish, you were here." And so that is not like it's like "Wish you were here," but "Bish, you were here" because the it relates to a 1972 World Chess match in which the final move was a mistake on a bishop moved. So it's "Bish, you were here." And that big 1972 match related to the United States and Russia. It was citizens of the two. It was a big Cold War cultural moment. You take that and you go from the second one were the tile cards with all the letters. Inside Summit, like 6 to 10 feet away from the clocks, are newly updated like circles with circles on them, almost like a solar system looking thing. And once you overlay those onto the viral cards, it will give you a message. So once you've got the message, it was helped by Treyarch releasing another one later on. But once you've got it, it's turn 11 white, which again relates to the chess match. It's turn 11 of it, and the whites portion. And so from there, everyone is thinking. This is what I think is so funny. Everyone is thinking in the YouTube and streaming community that what they're looking for is the code to the Blackout Bunker 11. So anyway, once they get there, they realize it's not really about Warzone. Alongside the picture that they released, that Treyarch released on Instagram, was like a Hangman style answer, where it's got all the dashed lines, and I think there was 11 spaces. The middle one was K, and because it was chess related, somebody realized it was pawn takes pawn. Because the streamers thought it was like, they're trying to get an 8-digit code into Warzone, so they're like pawn to C5, things like that. They can't figure it out. Then they realize it's not actually about Warzone. It's a website, and so they go pawntakespawn.com, and that gets us where we are.
Yeah, so you go to the Pawn Takes Pawn website. It seems a lot like we're setting up for some kind of or GK Nova type marketing campaign. So there's something that's going to happen this Friday at 12. And Activision said that that's going to be the next step in this kind of ARG. So it's not going to be a reveal trailer, just for
Yeah,
clarification.
I say just like very quickly, and I'll let you continue. One of the interesting things that's been about this whole viral campaign, I thought, was it's been a lot of over expectation. Almost like people think it's going to be like Fortnite, which was a huge in-game event or something like that. Like a month ago, people thought the nuke was going to go off. That's inside Bunker 11.
So you're telling me to lower my expectations.
Not
No,
lower.
that's different
Yep.
things. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I mean, a reveal trailer would have been great, but it's like you can do that with anything. I think this harkens back to the GK Nova 6 days. This is kind of what Black Ops is built off of. And if they're doing the reboot, which we which that seems to be the direction they're going, this is the perfect way to do it, I think.
Well, I think the other thing too is that, as you mentioned earlier, things are a little bit slower, and even though it wouldn't be the Fortnite, I don't know, I there's the cube thing, like it wouldn't be something like that. It probably would have been consecutive small updates, maybe sprinkled like every week or so, so it would have felt just as significant over, but over a larger period of time. However, with everything going on, it seems like this was started back. I mean, it was started back in May, and then the next step came, 2 months later, 3 months later. So, um,
Well, yeah, I mean, I think COVID surely had something to do with like the change in, maybe even a change in the marketing strategy. Because I think
yeah,
because I mean, I'm thinking about like the IW marketing campaign where they sent everyone VHS tapes and they had to go to GameStop to, put them into
Sure.
VCR. Yeah. So it's like now they have to just send them these devices. I'm wondering if this is like a last minute, like, okay, we're gonna do
yeah,
it this way instead of how we're gonna do it before.
yeah. So I think like it's you know I was joking earlier about lowering your expectations, but this stuff is actually cool. It's just unfortunately, given the situation, we've been given it in piecemeal, and it would have been interesting to see sort of what the original plan was. Because if you had something like this each week, like supposedly, the community had a week to work on something, that
So
I think is more fun.
I
Um,
don't think that that's out of the question yet. Is the thing though?
yeah,
The thing that I when I first saw this, I was not a fan because I thought I just wasn't at first I thought of it as like a reveal of a reveal, and I just wasn't into that idea. But then I just remembered that GK Nova really was a hunt to find the website, and then once you had the website, information came from there. So I could
yeah,
totally see it just being that exact
and
thing forward. Like it's totally true that it's starting way later than normal. Like that's for sure. But
I
I don't.
think that's what skews it. Because if this was happening in May, it'd be like, oh, this is so exciting. Because it's before E3, before Comic Con, before all those big sort of reveals. So I think you know, we're finally getting it now, and it's in its own right. And I like I mean, you go to the website and you see a television screen like smack dab in the middle of your monitor, so it's
Yep.
just
It's real.
screams GK Nova. It's just GK Nova again, and we're probably gonna get some trickle stuff. What that means for zombies, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah. So yeah, I got anything else to say?
Two things for me. One, I'm excited because I feel like one of the things that's kind of slept on is that in the top right corner of the website is the Warzone map. So is this like finally an official confirmation that whatever Black Ops game this is now tied to the Modern Warfare universe? And two, um, I wonder when they eventually do the zombies reveal, is it going to be a separate section of the website? Because GK Nova at least lasted until the first DLC, and if this is going to last longer throughout the year, hopefully, it would just be interesting to see how they manage. You have the zombie story campaign, Modern Warfare, Black Ops. Like, how does this all tie together?
I think with GK they just changed they just kind of threw a zombies spin on.
They they did, but what I'm wondering is like now with you have Warzone's references, like you're gonna have like a zombified war. I guess there is that leak rumor that there is some zombie Warzone mode, but it's interesting to me because like is it gonna be its own tab or because now you have Modern Warfare and Infinity Ward kind of tied into this, so are they getting zombified? I would like to see. It'd be cool if there'd be a crossover to go with the old GK Nova website, bring that back. Maybe that'd be cool to like interact with the two, but I think that's going to be the most interesting moving forward is how long this website's going to last and how is it going to handle the sort of the dichotomy of modern warfare and Black Ops and everything that it entails.
Yeah, it'll be interesting going forward. Um, so yeah, we'll see you guys whenever the next update for the website is. So see you guys.
Bye
Well,
bye.